Yeah. Yep. 10-4. 10-4. Okay. Welcome everyone to tonight's race at Iowa Speedway. We are back with Leading Edge Pro Series in the Xfinity cars tonight. As soon as we get loaded in, we will bring you the action. It'll be a total of 62 laps tonight here at Iowa Speedway with these Xfinity cars. So here we go. Green flag is out, and your current race leader is the 8 of Tom Flitty, the 21 on the inside line, doing really well so far. But this track, you can definitely make the outside work, as the 8 of Tom Flitty leads the first lap here at Iowa. Running in second place is the 21 of the J-Mac Attack. Real quick, we will bring you the points here. So the final 6 in the points going into this Iowa race. In first is Stout Whiskey in that, believe he is in the 78 car tonight. There you see him in that number 78 Toyota Supra, running 1 car away from last place, in 6th position right now. So he is first with 4,088 points. In second is the 33 of Mr. Track Bar with 4,086 points. In third is More Smoke. He was in that custom number 1, I believe. He is sitting third with 4,082 points. Leafs Justin in the 21 is 4th in points. The J-Mac Attack is 5th with 4,074 points, and in 6th is Ward Burton, who is not in this field here tonight. So here they are coming to lap 7 of 62, already almost turned 10 laps here, as the 5 of More Smoke, not the 1, that is my apologies. The 5 of More Smoke currently in second position, trying to run down Tom Flitty in that 8. You can see that 5 car, a throwback to Terry Labonte. Pretty good looking paint scheme for the Heat 5 paint booth there. So More Smoke currently 3rd in points, trying to get up there and lead this race here at Iowa. Drivers will be coming to lap 9, this time by the 8 of Tom Flitty, still your race leader. The 5 of More Smoke right on his back bumper. 21 and the 33 are battling behind these front 2. There you see the 78 of Stout Whiskey running behind the 33 of Mr. Track Bar, has the 10 of Leafs Justin right behind him, and the 21 of J-Mac Attack right on the outside of him. And it looks like the 19 of Foxhound Boss, newer driver tonight in that 19 Menards Toyota Supra, struggling a little bit in the back of this pack. Now you see it up front. The 8 car of Tom Flitty has lost this race lead. New race leader, the 5 of More Smoke. Obviously, Tom Flitty not in the final 6 positions, just out here racing, trying to get that win. So it is win or nothing for that 8 car tonight, as his points title dreams for season 1 have gone up in smoke. 33 of Mr. Track Bar starting to reel the front 2 in just a little bit. If you are just joining us, this is Leading Edge Pro Series from Iowa Speedway. Short track, a lot like Richmond, but the structure and the outline of this track makes the high line very, very useful, especially when these guys are running these custom setups. So this is a really, really nice track. Richmond more of a one groove track, but here at Iowa definitely can utilize the outside if your car is set up for it, especially early on in a green flag run, which with only 7 cars in this field, you really got to think that these guys are just not going to have very many cautions, as they have already spread out here at Iowa. There's your current race leader, Amor Smoke. These drivers are about 7 to 8 laps away from having to make green flag pit stops. They will actually be coming around to lap 17 here at the line. So 17 of 62, with about 7 laps left. These drivers will be able to make it to about lap 25, 24, depending on how much fuel they're using. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Obviously, if they do go green the entire way, they will have to come down a second time. But it will be very, very close. If some of these drivers can save a few laps, you may be looking at a fuel strategy situation here for some of these drivers. We will keep an eye, but the current race leader is Amor Smoke. The 33 of Mr. Track Bar using that outside line, trying to make a move on the 8 of Tom Flitty, but just cannot quite make that pass as they come around the line one more time. They will be coming to lap 20 of 62. That puts us at about 41 laps remaining here at Iowa. Already knocked off 20 laps. Very, very fast track. Pretty short, so the laps definitely go by fairly quickly. 5 car of Amor Smoke, still your current race leader. The 33 of Track Bar now in second and closing in on that 5 car. We'll have to keep an eye on him there. And of course, next week, oh, there you see these guys are starting to come down pit road. All of them basically came down pit road that time, other than just a few. We'll try and get back to that and see who stayed out. But like we were saying, next week, there you see Track Bar stayed out, as well as the 10 of Leafs Justin, I believe, stayed out. So now you got to be thinking, is Track Bar trying to save? These cars get about 24 laps. 24 to 25 laps on a fuel run, and there will be about 40 laps to go this time at the line, so that's going to be a lot of fuel and tires that you have to save as the 33 of Mr. Track Bar comes down pit road. That's going to be tough to save that much fuel, but we'll see what these drivers can do. Like I was talking, next Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel, you can catch the season finale of Leading Edge Pro Series. They will be back in the Cup cars at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, so that is going to be a fun time. Unfortunately, my co-host tonight was not able to make it. Thinking about you, DP. Hopefully we can get you set up and get you back in business so you can come help call next week's season finale with me at Las Vegas. Going to be a really, really fun race and a championship on the line. But right now, there you see the 5 of Amor Smoke comes out as your race leader after green flag stops cycle through. They we will be coming to lap 25 this time by, so 25 of 62. Your top three are a More Smoke, Tom Flitty, Mr. Track Bar. Mr. Track Bar stayed out a few laps later than these front two. That's why you saw him lose some positions. You lose a lot of time when you do not short pit like some of these guys, or just came down a little bit early, not even necessarily short pit. But with this wear package that they are running, you can see that the 33 has 2 or 3 lap fresher tires, and that makes a difference as he takes second place away from the 8 of Tom Flitty, new second place driver, Mr. Track Bar. Leaves Justin out here in the 10. Looks like he may have had some troubles on pit road. He is currently out here riding by himself. So unfortunate for that 10 of Leafs Justin. The 5 of More Smoke continues to lead this race as they'll be coming to lap 29 of 62. That'll be about 34 laps remaining here at Iowa, and that will go very quickly here at this short track. Again, these guys will have to make one more pit stop unless they do a whole lot of saving. We'll keep in tune with that. Already another lap goes off the leaderboard. Lap 30 of 62. The 5 continues to lead, but the 33 of Track Bar starting to close in on him just a little bit. We'll keep an eye on these front two. See, looking back from the front of the 5 of More Smoke. Looking back, you see the 33 of Track Bar now right on his back bumper as they come around to complete lap 32. Once again, if you have just joined us, we are about 22 minutes into the broadcast. We have about 30 laps remaining here at Iowa. This is the Leading Edge Pro Series from Iowa in the Xfinity cars tonight. You got this race, and then next Wednesday, and then Season 1 will be in the history books. Shout out again to our buddy Rock NASCAR 388 for sponsoring this first inaugural season of Leading Edge Pro Series. I'm sure that they will have another season following up. First season has not disappointed at all, as we only have 6 remaining that are eligible for the championship, and 2 of those will be eliminated after tonight. Obviously, Ward Burton not racing, so he will be one of the drivers eliminated. Then there will be one additional driver as they come to lap 36 of 62 here at the line. Track Bar looking on the inside, just not quite enough. More Smoke doing a really good job of blocking that inside line, staying glued to that a yellow line on the inside. Third of Tom Flitty has fallen back just a little bit. You see him, the white dot back there in the background. As they take lap 38 of 62 here at Iowa. More Smoke continues to lead this race. He's had a really fast car all night long. Now 24 laps remaining here at Iowa. Pit stops will be coming here in the next probably anywhere from 5 to 10 laps, depending on what kind of strategy these drivers want to try. Definitely some options for these drivers. With only 24 to go, that is the fuel window. These cars hold about 24 to 25 laps of fuel if they fill up that tank with Sunoco Racing fuel. So we'll have to see if any drivers decide on some strategy to maybe make up some time or take 2 tires or just fuel. So we will see what the case is as these drivers continue around. Lap 41, there you see it looks like the 19 coming out of pit road, so it looks like he has already hit pit road. The 33 has caught the 5 but just cannot quite get around them. These guys are going to have a really good race if they can stay this way for the rest of the race. And they're coming to 21 laps remaining here at Iowa. Pit stops coming soon. There you see the 5 of More Smoke, the 8 of Tom Flitty both come down pit road. The 78 of Stout Whiskey stays out another lap, as well as the 21, as well as the 33 of Mr. Track Bar. We'll see when these drivers decide to come in. They only have a couple laps of fuel left. But the 33 of Track Bar is going to stay out one more time. Coming down the back straightaway, we'll see if the 33 decides to come down pit road this time. The 78 is on pit road with the 21. The 33 is going to go one more lap. So he definitely has some fuel saved in that car. Also was able to go 2 or 3 laps extra that first run, and that's really going to help him out. But this should be the last green flag pit stop for these drivers, obviously unless a caution does fly. Mr. Track Bar now comes down pit road. Swap back here to who we would assume would take over the race lead here is the 5 of More Smoke. Looks like he will inherit the lead from the 33 of Mr. Track Bar. 8 of Tom Flitty right behind him. Oh, there is the 33 coming off pit road. So the 5 last time around just unlapped himself. Now he is your current race leader. And you see the 33 is going to have a long way to go to catch that 5 of More Smoke. See where he comes out in relation to the 8. There you see the 8 go by. There is the 33 of Mr. Track Bar. So a lot of time that has to be gained by this 33 car. They'll be coming around this time to lap 49 of 62. So there will be 14 laps remaining here for these drivers at Iowa. The 5 of More Smoke, currently your race leader. Second place, Tom Flitty. Third is Mr. Track Bar. Fourth is the J-Mac Attack. Fifth, Stout Whiskey. This time around will be 12 laps remaining for this number 5 of A More Smoke. Let's go back to, there you see Stout Whiskey battling really hard with the 21 of the J-Mac Attack. That is for 4th position there. Track Bar has now made it past the 8 of Tom Flitty, currently in 2nd position, and now has his eyes set on the 5 of A More Smoke. But is it enough? They will be coming to lap 52 of 62. 10 laps remaining here at Iowa. That is right, 10, count them, 10 laps left at Iowa Speedway. This monster short track, as some call it, kind of a big brother to Richmond International Speedway. As they cross the line, 9 laps to go. The 33 is catching the 5, and he's catching them fast. I think he'll be able to get there, but can he pass him in the amount of laps that they have left here at Iowa? Eight to go at the line. 5 of A More Smoke still your current race leader. The 33 has caught him and is within a 10th of that 5 car. Can he make the pass? They'll be coming to 7 to go this time at the line. 33 using the high side there, trying to get a run off of 4. Gets a pretty good run down the front straightaway. 7 to go. Is now there. He looks to the outside. 5 car's going to go low. 33 goes high. Side by side at the line. 6 laps remain here at Iowa. The 33 with those fresher tires just looks like he is a little bit faster than that 5 car, but the 5 car is not letting up. Still side by side down the back straightaway into turn 3. Exiting turn 4 here. There will be 5 laps remaining, and the new race leader, 33 of Mr. Track Bar. Now we'll see if the 5 can stay with that 33, or if the 33 just has newer tires and the 5 may have just used up all of his resources. Still not a huge gap yet as they come to the line with 4 laps remaining. He's definitely got a shot, but he's got to stay a little bit closer if he wants to drive it in a little hard and try and make up some time on the 33. 5 of A More Smoke definitely there as they cross the line with 3 laps to go. to 2 laps remaining. That's right, 2 laps remaining here at Iowa. The 33 of Track Bar, your current leader. The 5 of A More Smoke in second. The 8 of Tom Flitty in third. They are catching up to some lap traffic. Hopefully that will not be an issue as the 33 comes around to claim the white flag here at Iowa. 1 to go here for Leading Edge Pro Series. The 5 of A More Smoke pushes it really hard out of turn 2. Just can't quite capitalize. That 33 just had fresher tires, and unfortunately the 5 will not be able to catch him. The 33 of Mr. Track Bar is your race winner. The 5 car finishes in second. The 8 of Tom Flitty comes home in third. Fourth will go to the J Mac Attack. Fifth, Stout Whiskey. Sixth, Leafs Justin. And seventh is Foxhound Bass. We will be right back with driver interviews here in just a moment. Stay tuned. Driver interviews coming in just a minute. Back live with our top 3 finishers. We will start with third place, Tom Flitty in the number 8. You come home P3. Tell us about your race. It looked like the 5 and the 33 were definitely the fastest out there, but tell us about your race and how you brought it home P3.
Yeah, like you said, those two were pretty much the class of the field. Started on the pole there and led a couple of laps, so that was good. Try to at least put the car out front, because these guys are just blistering fast. Track Bar was kind of pitting a little bit later than us, so I knew he was going to be coming at the end, and I just kind of tried to drive as smooth as I could and not slide around and abuse the right rear tire, because that's key here. And those guys were able, that's what they were able to do a little bit better than what I was able to do, and just lacking a little bit of overall speed. But all in all, third place is pretty good, so we'll take it and move on to Vegas next week. So yeah, thanks guys, and have a good one. And thank you, Rock NASCAR, for doing everything that you do again, and Ryan as well. You guys have a good one.
Thank you, buddy, and good job for your P3. We'll move to second place, A More Smoke in that number 5 machine. Man, you led a bunch of laps. You were fast, but at the end it looked like Track Bar just had a little bit fresher tires and was able to get to you and get around you.
bar was just a little bit better than mine. And once we got into the run, I felt like it was pretty good. It was stable. Might have could have loosened just a little bit. Started getting a little tight towards the end. And like Tom said, he kind of got on a better strategy than us. He just pit a little bit later, and those laps kind of added up. And I think he had like 4 lap fresher tires than me, and he just kind of. If I had maybe six laps left, maybe I could have held him off. I knew I had 6 laps to go, and he was already to my outside. He was either wreck me and win, or be a man about it. Just take home P2.
Yeah, well, congrats still. You definitely led a bunch of laps, so good job to you. And
Appreciate it.
yep, no problem. And to our race winner, Mr. Track Bar, tell us how you brought home that 33 to victory lane. Definitely looked like you used some different strategy out there. Tell us about it and how you brought it home P1.
Yeah, I did the same strategy I had in the Pro League race. I ran my fuel gear, and I mean, I knew my car was fast enough to take the lead, but I was like, well, I can sit here and save gas and manage the pace and just get on fresher tires than these guys and just still manage it just in case a caution came out like after they pitted or something, trap her about a lap down. But obviously it didn't. We don't have that many cars show up tonight, only 7. So, but I mean, I knew I messed up going on the pit road actually because I sped, last week again when a win. So I got on the pit road way too easy and lost like a second and a half to Amore and them, which I came out 4 seconds behind them. And after that, I just threw it in my race gear and caught up to them and just drove my butt off. And I don't know how many laps it was, but we got to them pretty quick. And in the last few laps, I threw it back to my fuel gear just to ride and conserve and just manage my pace and ride it home to the end. So I mean, we had a really good piece, like I said, just mainly just being patient, knowing what the car has, knowing the strategy we have, and trying to get off cycle from the guys and put myself in a better position to win.
Yeah, awesome race to bring it home and have a little bit different strategy. So good job to you, and we will see both of y'all next week at Las Vegas for the season finale.
Thank you, man. Thank you for everything you do, and thank Rock NASCAR for everything he does.
Absolutely. We got a shout out to Rock NASCAR. Without him, a lot of what happens on NASCAR Heat 5 just would not be the same. So that's going to do it for me tonight. Tom Flitty comes home in third. More Smoke comes home in second. And Mr. Track Bar comes home as your race winner. That was a great race. And until the next time we see you, stay on that.